All right, in 3, 2, 1. Break away. Sitting here in Forest Park.
Beautiful Thursday, except there is a heat advisory out right now. It's a little hot.
A little hot. I decided to wear all black. Chad's hitting up the all black almost too. But yeah, so where are we sitting, Chad?
We are sitting at the Copler Fountains.
Copler Fountains?
Yes.
What monument are these surrounding?
Yep, so it's the Copler Fountains, and we're surrounded, paired right here with the Jewish tercentenary monument. Excuse me if I botched that word.
Oh, you're good.
But this is on the northeast corner of Forest Park, as we
like
in
it.
the Central West End, which is what we're going to be talking about today.
Heck yeah. All right, guys, this is Intellectually, the show where we, the professionals, teach you how to hold us, the professionals in real estate, more accountable. What do we got? All right.
Feels good.
Let's get this going.
All right, so like we were saying, we are standing here at the Copler Fountains,
Copler
dedicated to Ted and Nancy Copler, who were... Ted Copler was a prominent, sorry, excuse me, I keep walking away.
No, you're good.
Prominent TV and real estate figure here in St. Louis, along with him and his wife, and they actually were the main or a huge significant influence in what we know as Maryland Plaza today here in Central West End.
I like it.
So that's where we're starting here, but like I said, Central West End, fantastic area if you're familiar. Right outside on the border of Forest Park, of course, what we know is the heart of our city, St. Louis. So we're just going to be walking around the neighborhood today and pointing out some, history, interesting artifacts, whatever the case may be.
So guys, a couple things to think about. This will be our third attempt at this method for our podcast, where we're just trying to give you guys an in-depth analysis of certain areas in St. Louis. Were you at all interested in moving here or moving around here and already being a resident, just to better get to know, like, hands on the pavement or feet on the pavement, personalized experience, and of course continue to comment. We love the comments you guys have been doing, as well as any feedback for us. We can actually, we want to keep going. That's right.
Well, yes, it depends. So
well, I do want to
go down that way. Central West End goes until about halfway. Yeah. All the way down, I believe, around Vandeventer down there.
Okay.
Correct. Then we go up to the Del Mar, and then it goes all the way down.
Okay.
So we're not going to be able to walk the whole neighborhood today.
Heck no. So I wanted to get a view of these buildings right here. Right here, if you don't mind.
So right now, we have what we're looking at is being built is the Albion West End new apartment complex.
Pretty cool.
Roughly, I think, a little bit over 300 new apartment buildings. They've got amenities, retail shopping below.
30 floors, right?
Yes,
30 levels,
30 floors. About,
and it's the neighbor to just a super cool.
That is 100 above the park.
100 above the park. That's right. I always found that crazy.
Luxury living. Again, obviously high-rise, great apartment complexes and great views of the city and the park itself. Albion's going up right next to it. They started, I believe, around the summer last year, 2025, and it's expected to be complete next summer, 2027.
Yep. So about a month ago was the anniversary when they broke ground, but yeah. And then obviously we're going to walk past this, but just so you guys can get a perspective, we got the Chase Plaza building over here to our left.
Chase Park Plaza.
Chase Park Plaza building. So yeah, I mean, let's get this walk going, right? Should we rush? Let's rush it. Come on, let's go. All right. Cool.
All right, so right now we're on the corner of Lindell and South Kings Highway.
Yeah.
Go down Lindell a little bit further, you get
beautiful houses.
What we call are the mansions of Central West End.
There you go. Mansions of
Very
Central
unique.
West End.
Very historical.
Not one is the same. It's pretty cool.
Not one is the same. So essentially, this is a neighborhood where a lot of the wealthy individuals in the early 1900s actually set started settling. So before, how's it going?
Don't worry, we won't get you on camera.
So before the 1904 World's Fair,
Yep.
a lot of the wealthy business executives and whatnot, they lived all close to downtown so they can have a more simple commute. Well, given the streetcar system that was built here in the late 1800s into the early 1900s actually made it very possible for the commute to be easier out west. And after as the World Fair, what 1904 World's Fair happened in Forest Park, brought millions of people to the city, and because of that, the streetcars and more infrastructure and water systems and electricity systems were built to accommodate that World Fair. And during that time, after the World Fair, it really created an area and environment where these wealthy business executives, whoever the case may be, the wealthy people that live downtown, they wanted to start migrating west, but they didn't want to go too far west where the commute was too far. So Central West End kind of turned out to be that perfect spot.
Yep, I want to get this too. So this is awesome. Look in here. Just kind of getting an understanding of where we stand. And then we're right next to Chase Plaza, so
if unique, and get the sign right here.
Yeah.
So one unique thing about Central West End is they've established private streets in these neighborhoods north of Central West End.
yep.
That being said, this used to be an entrance to this neighborhood. It's a private street now. You can't have access unless you're a resident. These don't open.
It's kind of cool.
They don't open. So in the private streets, and there's, I guess you'd call them assessments, but they're within the deed restrictions
Of course.
of what they're
let's go
capable of
across
doing.
here, what
So
we
they
got.
have part ownership of those private streets,
Yep.
which is why the public cannot access them.
Here, you get on
Very
my left.
cool.
Get on my left real quick. But yeah, I mean, obviously the intentions weren't all perfect, if you will. There was some other intentions for the private streets in some of these areas that we might not condone, but aesthetically speaking, it does allow for some beautiful architecture, tradition, as well as just some really cool, clean, privately maintained by the owners on that street ability, you know what I mean? But yeah, very cool. So where are we walking now?
Right
We're
now
on Maryland.
Maryland Plaza, one of my favorite places in Central West End.
So Maryland Plaza, tell me a little bit about that.
Well, it's essentially an all you can want shopping or outlet shopping plaza.
Yep.
I guess what you'd call it. We have a ton of different restaurants, local restaurants, shops, businesses.
Yep. Speaking of businesses, we're about to pass. Well, keep going. When we pass it, I'll talk about it.
So right now we're going in a strip of retail. We have a few restaurants, some clothing, and you go all the way down. You can see it, and then it expands. We're going to be coming up on Euclid Avenue here in a few minutes. And Euclid Avenue is another street that we'll talk about, the very prominent Euclid Avenue here in Central West End.
Now, Euclid Avenue does something kind of cool. During the summer, I think it's Thursdays and Fridays, most of the street they'll block off. You'll get live bands, just street performers doing stuff, while you'll actually see some of the restaurants put their tables in the street itself. And it's just kind of a cool street that becomes, in my eyes,
Actually, let's show them where. I want to show them Maryland House.
Okay, so we
'Cause
got
it's kinda
Maryland
hidden.
House is where we're going.
Yeah, sorry, we passed. So Maryland House is a cool phrase. We actually have some friends that work there.
Yep.
But if you don't know where you're looking, you might not be able to find it. So
Shout out Jade, yeah. Kind
We
of a
are
cool thing.
in between Suit Supply and Adira, the restaurant Adira. If you walk down this little alleyway.
So the idea of Maryland House, owned by Mr. Brennan. He also owns Brennan's up the street on Euclid, and he just opened up the, is it the Crown Room?
Yes.
Yeah. In partnership with the, actually the Chess Club, which is kind of cool. So Brennan's entrance is right here.
Yep, and they have a really cool patio up front. Or up top, I mean, excuse
Lots
me.
of fun.
Yeah, more of a speakeasy-ish vibe.
Yeah. No, it is cool.
Great place.
And it's a speakeasy-ish vibe when you walk in. But obviously, hold on, this kind of going all crazy. But yeah, like I was saying, it's a speakeasy-ish vibe, but when you get up there, it's just a luxury kind of spot, rooftop overlooking a lot of Central West End, and they're going to be serving some premium cocktails, and more objectively, just trying to hit, that, I don't know, that cool vibe, where you kind of want to dress nice.
Yeah,
If that makes
fits
sense.
perfectly in the location that we are in.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're coming up on Euclid Ave right
We got
now.
the Lululemon to our right, and then we
Chad
have
loves
coming up
Lululemon.
on Twisted Ranch.
Have you ever shopped at this Lululemon or no? No, no, no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So something cool.
I do like Bonobos better though.
So something cool. It's here, I think. Yeah, right here is where I took Hannah out to dinner before I proposed to her.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
A Bar Italia?
yeah.
I've never eaten there.
It was good. Very delicious.
Yep. So we're coming up
Yeah.
here on Euclid Avenue.
So kind of speaking to this, I want to keep going straight because I want to walk up near the chess club, talk about chess club and how they made, the museum made,
How's it going?
what's up?
I was just looking, see what's opening up here. What's opening up in here?
It's kind of a modern take on a sports bar.
Really?
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you mind
Awesome.
being on camera?
No,
We're trying to get Central West End going. All right, talk to us. What's this place?
Is it your
opening up?
restaurant?
it is not. I'm the general contractor on it.
Okay.
It's going to be called the Marvel S Fox, which
Marvel
is
S
kind of
Fox.
a play on words. But you guys are more than welcome to kind of pop
Oh.
in. We're doing a little bit of a cleanup tonight.
Phenomenal. Wow. Thank you very much. I'm Chad.
Toby.
Toby. Nice to meet you, Toby.
So we've got Brennan's down the street. We've got the Maryland House down that way, and then we've got the Noble Crown on the corner that used to be Culpepper's.
Noble Crown is what it was called.
And then we're going to have this place open hopefully in a couple of months.
Wow.
This is excellent.
This is
so
very
this is the vibe we're trying to set. You said sports bar, but modern.
Kind of a-
Elaborate on modern.
Well, we're not going to have a bunch of jerseys on the wall. It's going to be a little more playful take on the way that sports bars, your Buffalo Wild Wings and what have you. So,
I get it.
got 15 TVs, be able to program in anything that we'd like. Plan on doing the main four sports, but doing more than that as well.
I like it. What was your name?
Toby.
Toby. Pleasure.
Yep.
Wow.
Nice to meet you.
Well, this is fantastic. Again, Marvel S.
Marvel S Fox.
Marvel S Fox.
Thank you so much.
Yep, no
Sounds
problem.
awesome. Thank you, Toby.
You guys have a good one.
Excuse me.
Keep going,
You
my
too.
friend.
Yep.
I was trying to figure out where you went. The camera started going all wacky.
I'm sorry. I gotta
No,
stick.
you're good.
Stick. But that was cool. So
Oh, yeah.
Marvel S Fox.
Hold on, look at the camera real quick. There we are.
So again,
Marvelous Fox.
so the same owners as Maryland House we were just talking about, Brennan's and Noble Crown is
So right now we're kind of at the, I would argue, the center of Euclid Ave, where it gets kind of exciting. Obviously, you can see a lot of construction. There's a lot of investment going on. Particularly, we talked about the Noble Crown, which just opened up. Owner of Brennan's and Maryland House is expanding there, and we actually went there for a pre-opening, and it was delicious food, great service. So keep that in mind if you ever come out to the Central West End. But we're gonna head over across the street. We're actually gonna try and utilize. We're gonna walk up here and then turn around because I want to show you guys the chess club slash chess museum, which I find super cool. I'm not super good at chess, but I just love the sport itself, and to find out that St. Louis is the chess capital of the U.S., or actually America is what they would say, is just a kind of a cool pride thing, especially with how popular chess has become. You know what I mean? It is quite popular. So right here you see, obviously, the biggest identification of this is
the World Chess Hall of Fame.
World Chess Hall of Fame, and we're looking at the largest chess piece probably in St. Louis and probably in Missouri, but this is the big identifier if you're looking for it, right off of Euclid Ave. And
Yep.
actually, a cool thing to notify is right behind us is also where you kind of see some extra buildings where individuals can kind of play. I'm sure.
Yep, and then we see on the corner actually King Sign Diner, which actually used to be right across the street, right there. And then they moved into the corner.
Lots of fun.
Another great breakfast spot.
I don't disagree with their motive to move to that corner either.
I don't either.
Real quick.
I don't either. Been a huge fan of Drunken Fish ever since we moved down here. Great sushi restaurant and lounge. So we have obviously a few different options. I presume we're about to go left.
We want to go
But
left.
if we were to take a right down there, we'd be going down a couple blocks. You get more shops. You have El Burro Local right there. Great
Salt and
Mexican-
Smoke.
Salt and Smoke. And then if you were to go a few blocks down, take a right, then you start to head into the Gaslight District.
And I know Salt and Smoke is actually closing one of their locations. I forget exactly where it was. They're just trying to they're not doing bad. They're not shutting down on anything, but they're trying to better organize, according to the article I was reading. Just better organize their execution on the company. So
Yeah.
kind of a cool idea. But yeah, so just a cool entity to acknowledge is that chess. Sorry, why can't I think of it? I keep calling it the Chess Museum. I was up late.
Hall of Fame.
Chess Hall of Fame. I'm losing it.
Yep.
Walking past some barber shops, and then we're walking past Insomnia Cookie.
Yeah,
There's also another Insomnia Cookie in Soulard where we live, and that's punishing sometimes when it comes to my weight.
Yeah, absolutely. So this Euclid Avenue in Lindell, where we were just on. I mean, if you were viewing these streets 100 years ago, a century, you would be surprised, but you wouldn't, right? Because during that time, a century, about 100 years ago, when Central West End was really making the come up, it was the place that people wanted to be. And it was becoming, again, the area much like we know it today. Well, after the war, and
What war?
excuse me, there was many wars.
After the war.
After World War II, specifically, St. Louis was, of course, experiencing population decrease and western expansion outside to the western regions in St. Louis, which created a issue in this neighborhood to where, again, we were getting population decrease, increasing crimes, and overall, more condemned buildings, poor conditioned buildings, and whatnot.
Pause real quick. We got Orange Theory, Yellow Belly, and PLNK. I actually don't know what PLNK is, but shout out to them. Have you eaten at Yellow Belly?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
I
good.
have. It's been a long time, but Yellow Belly is known for having very good food.
Oh, they're good.
But so after World War II, this neighborhood was was struggling quite a bit. So what had happened was Washington University and the surrounding hospitals, Jewish Hospital, Barnes Hospital, the Children's Hospital, and a few others, all were struck with the decision on what they should do with their locations. Should they keep them in the neighborhood, or should they move more out west? And ultimately, the leaders came to the decision that they weren't going to do that. Rather than moving, they were going to create an organization of what came as a Washington University Medical Redevelopment Corporation. They came up with that to specifically focus on the development in the surrounding neighborhoods of the hospitals. So right here, we're standing in front of the Washington University Medical Campus.
Okay.
Essentially,
We're actually standing in front of a U-Haul.
yeah,
But-
right. But which is actually simply the catalyst to this whole Central West End as a whole.
Here, let's get a good look at all this. I'm gonna have the camera pan around you if you don't mind.
So
Since it's
if you're not
fixated on
familiar, Washington University is a very well-known, established, and highly rated medical school. It's been around for well over a century. And again, when the World Fair happened, there was a lot of infrastructure that was brought to this neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
After the war, though, however, things died down, and those decisions had to be made on whether they're, if they're going to stay, if they're going to move, and ultimately, Washington University decided that it's best for its patients and potential patients, especially because they're coming from all over the world, that they stay close to downtown and not out west. So again, then they partnered with developers and organizations within the community to essentially establish and develop the neighborhood as you know it now.
It's kind of cool. So you a lot of the times I accidentally drive into this campus, right?
Oh, it's the worst.
And you're always like, oh crap,
It's
and you're in
the
the wrong
worst.
place. Nobody notices because there's so many cars going through, but you feel you're like, I don't belong here. But I love how if you actually, I'm gonna pan real quick, keep going, Chad. But if you pay attention, you'll see that the road ends here, right? And obviously the rest is all for walking. You got some construction going on, but it's just kind of a cool idea. Just going through walking zone only. I don't know if you see that, right? Kind of cool. But yeah, so anyways, I'll let you keep going. Sorry to cut you off, Chad.
No, it's all good. Where are we at right now?
So we're just exiting the campus. We're heading over to, what park is it called? Can you look at the map? I keep forgetting the name of this park we're coming up on.
Hudlin.
Hudlin Park. So
Hudlin
we just
Park.
we jump forward here a little bit for you guys. What are we looking at right now, Chad?
We're looking at the Metrolink right now, and you see we're facing going towards downtown St. Louis. So the Metrolink is obviously a rail system that connects the city in many different areas.
Kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, this main component of why it's so easy to commute here from Central
Yeah.
West End to downtown or anywhere out west as well.
So yeah, we're gonna kind of finish our walk here. We're gonna make it over to Hudlin Park and then we'll call it a day. Hudlin Park, like you were saying, kind of connects on the map to Forest Park, but is separated by Kings Highway, which is, I would argue, the busiest street in St. Louis. Just about.
You got Gravois.
You think Gravois the busiest?
I think
Kings Highway
No,
has
you're
literally
right.
4 lanes.
you're right.
I have to pay
I
attention.
was thinking Gravois for different reasons.
Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah. And there was also one other thing. Oh yeah. T.S. Eliot lived in Central West End. I thought that was kind of cool.
So did you said who? T.S. Eliot?
Yeah, T.S.
What,
Eliot.
Tennessee Williams too,
Tennessee Williams.
as well, and was it William Burroughs?
Yeah, but Nellie
As
did not
well.
live in Central West End. Yes, he's from St. Louis. He did not live in Central West End. Sorry, guys. What were you saying? I cut you off.
No, I don't think there's any other notable that I know.
Notable
of.
figures? Yeah, I know. I went through a list of them, but
Except
Sadly.
who was that? Was he a senator or a state representative? That it's kind of crazy. That remember a few years ago, some protesters approached his house here in Central West End, and he came out with an assault rifle and got arrested.
oh,
I
yeah.
forget what his name is, but that happened, yeah, right around the corner.
Heck
Here.
yeah.
Kind of a little funny piece of history.
Not the most exciting welcome gift when you show up to somebody's house, but
Well, I mean, think too. I mean, you got a bunch of people, a bunch of protesters. That's on one of those private streets, right?
yeah, that's
So-
pretty crazy.
Even just to get in there and access to this guy's front lawn took some effort.
There you go. All right, so yeah, we're on Euclid and McKinley. I think it's smart to kind of give a quick wrap around and call this podcast here, huh? What's your
Yeah,
opinion?
I think so.
I like it,
Got a
guys.
little bit of a walk back.
Yeah, so we're gonna go that way. But ideally, Barnes Jewish, right behind Chad right there. Guys, this was the Central West End Walk with Intellectually, the podcast, once again, where we teach you how to hold us, the professionals, accountable. Let us know how you like this one. I know it's not as talkative if you are listening. Once again, our objective is to show you the in-depth feet on the ground or boots on the ground in St. Louis. But yeah, other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. My name is Robert.
My name is Chad.
We'll see ya.